ghosties! I have a series of stories today, all from user danktank22. And here's all my social medias quick. Subscribe if you would like to join my cemetery of ghosts. Let's get into these stories. I have a ghost story. When I was 17, I had the most horrifying 3-ish months of my life. My mom asked me one day if I was angry when I'd come home because she kept hearing the basement door slam. My room was in the basement at the time. I didn't think anything of it. Maybe I did slam the door hard on accident. Cut to later that night, I am playing some game on the computer in the living room, listening to music. My dad asleep on the couch behind me. My mom fast asleep as well in their bedroom. I hear the basement door open and slam. I take my earbud out and listen. My first thought was my sister randomly came home from college. Yet, even that was weird. It was like 12:30 a.m. I'm listening and I hear the door open and slam again. The door handle had a very distinct sound when it turned. I hear both, and I get up and begin to wake my dad up. I say, Dad, someone's breaking into the house. He kind of brushes me away and mumbles a bit as the door opens and slams again. Realizing I was serious, my dad wakes up. I hand him the fire poker and I have the fire shovel, and we start to search the house, taking care of him like a fire. And we searched downstairs to find no one. Doors were locked, windows locked. No one was there. We both just kind of shrugged and went back upstairs. From there, it starts to get even weirder and more unexplained. It's a rather long story that I'm happy to share if anyone is interested in reading more. So, here is the second part. The door slamming incident happened on a weekend. The following Monday, after I got home from school, I went downstairs and started to watch TV. I'd get home a little after 4 p.m. My parents wouldn't be home until about 5 to 5:30. I'm sitting there watching TV. I hear loud, heavy, distinct footsteps coming from upstairs. I thought my mom had gotten off work early, so I'd go upstairs to talk to her. She's not there. No one is. I looked all around. Bathroom, her bedroom, outside. Her van wasn't even in the driveway. Weird, I thought, and just went back downstairs. The second I get back downstairs, I hear it again, loud, like someone with heavy boots on. This time, I don't go up. I sit there and listen as the footsteps go throughout the house. My parents' bedroom is right above mine, and I can hear their floor creak. The next day, same thing. I come home from school. I hear the footsteps. Only this time I hear my name being called. Now my mom would always yell down to me, so I went up. Nope, no one's home but me. Later that night, I was watching TV and heard my name being called again. It sounded like it started at the top of the stairs and came into my room. I had full body chills and I just sat there quietly, not sure what to do. I then spoke to my then girlfriend at the time about it. I told her that what had happened so far, and now I'm hearing my name being called. She kind of so believed me. Well, maybe a day or so after that, we were in my room. She would come pick me up for school, and sometimes we just wouldn't go. Anyway, this was one of those times. I had fallen asleep for like an hour or so, and I wake up to her next to me. And she just has this worried look about her. I ask if she is okay, and she just looks at me with the same face. I said, You heard something, didn't you? She replied with, Yes, I heard your name twice. Oh, that's nice. So this is the part 3. So at this point, the footsteps and name being called pretty much became an everyday occurrence. So much it didn't even bother me. One morning, my girlfriend had gotten there to pick me up for school. I'm waking up and she asks, What happened to your glass? Confused, I asked her what she meant. She said, Look at it. Now, my sister had worked at a brewery and had gotten me one of those super thick glass beer mugs. Nice cup, and I always drank out of it. I had some pop in it the night before. I drank it all and set the glass down on my nightstand table. Now, when I go to investigate this mug, it's cut in half. I'm talking laser beams, samurai sword cut in half at about a 45-degree angle, and you could pick up the top half and the bottom was still there. Another morning, I had a dream. Someone was running their fingers through my hair and on my forehead. When my girl got there to pick me up, she asks, What's on your forehead? 3 scratches from the top part of my hairline almost down to my nose. I just continued to get ready for school. She's chilling in my room. We both hear my cell phone ringing. I'm holding my then sweet flip phone, and it's not making any noise. Yet we both hear it. Remember back in the day when you had to like download ringtones? That's what I had for a ringer, a song we both knew. We look around the basement, still hearing the song as we get closer to a wall and can hear it coming from inside of there. We left after that. These are some pretty odd stories. I've never heard anything like it, because if I came and like something that my Dr. Pepper was sitting in was cut in half, I'd be so upset. Keep in mind, I'm still hearing all the normal stuff daily, plus all this. Another incident, my buddy and my girlfriend's brother stayed the night. We chilled, played video games, nothing out of the ordinary happened. We wake up to her brother yelling about something. He was asleep on the couch in like the living room part of the basement. At the foot of the couch sat a table we had gotten from my great-grandmother, square top with a hexagon cylinder at the base, a heavy-duty overbuilt table. The legs of the table were still sitting there. The top and the midsection are roughly 15 feet away. Jokingly, I asked him if he drop-kicked that in the middle of the night or something. He says no, he didn't hear anything, and he's a super light sleeper. I start to look at the base of the table. I can see how it was fastened to the top, 4 screws and 4 wood pegs that were glued in. Nothing was broken, nothing was bent, nothing to confirm he had kicked it in the middle of the night. Plus, the table was so well built that it would have just tipped over instead of dismantling. That was as if the top was lifted straight off and then thrown. Later that same day, the 3 of us are about to go outside to shoot some hoops. I'm first walking up, her brother behind me, then my buddy. I'm almost at the top of the stairs and her brother pushes me out of the way and runs out of the house. My buddy and I just kind of look at each other confused. We got outside to find him visibly shaken, almost to tears. "What's wrong, dude?" We ask him as he begins to tell us he got really weird feeling and he had to turn around when he did, and he saw a huge orb coming up the stairs behind my buddy. And this is the conclusion. A few days after the last occurrence, I'm watching TV in my room. I hear the footsteps upstairs and hear them coming towards the basement. The footsteps continue coming down the stairs while I sit there with my TV muted. I stop, hearing nothing for what felt like maybe 20 seconds. And a large shadow appears on the wall. Not really a shape of a being, more like a big mass. I sunk into my couch, looking around me, looking behind me as quick as I could see nothing. My door was still even closed. This was the first time I had seen something. After that, it began to show itself a little more. I'd see movement out of the corner of my eye, things moving slightly here and there. And one night, the thing that scared me the most happened. I came home from a friend's house, probably 1 a.m. or so. It was late. I can hear both my parents sleeping, snoring away. I'm in the kitchen nuking up some leftover pizza. Strange feeling came over me that I needed to walk into the living room. I then hear in my mom's voice say, "Where's he at?" I freeze. I literally cannot move my body for a solid minute. My mind could not comprehend how I just heard what I heard. Sure, people sleep talk, but it's usually mumbled and incoherent. This was very clear and audible, as if she was sitting right there and said that. I finally am able to just back into the kitchen and make it downstairs. From there, the activity continues, but slows. No more voices, footsteps become rare. Anything odd simply seems to stop. For a solid couple of months, there was daily intense activity that one day just stopped. Everything went back to normal, and my friends and I never really talked about it again. My parents, girlfriend, and 2 friends, including myself, all experienced something during that time. I've never been able to explain any of the events. I'm very logical and believe a lot of paranormal experiences can be explained. In this case, I have experienced firsthand things we do not understand. Like this video, comment down below, and definitely subscribe. Stay spooky, guys, and I will have another one next week. Bye!